Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale your Keurig K-Supreme Smart Coffee Maker with Vinegar. So you may be getting a descale notification on the top screen, or your coffee may be cold and not tasting as good. Those are signs that it's time to descale. Now inside you got a heating element. Now this heating element is made of aluminum, and hard water deposits are going to stick to this little tube on the inside. That's going to start to close it off, and then you won't get as much water run through it, and it won't be able to heat it up as much. It'll eventually clog it up, so we should keep up on our descales. Keurig recommends doing this every 3 months. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is take your water tank. We're going to empty out whatever water you get in here. Go ahead and dump that out. And then we're going to take, you don't have to have this, but if you do have a carbon water filter, take it out for the entire duration. Okay, so next come up here. We need to go into the menu mode. So press these two arrows simultaneously. Now we're in the settings menu. We're going to click this little arrow here that's next. That's Wi-Fi descale mode. Now, if you want to turn that reminder off, the reminder comes on after 250 brews. You can go to the next step, descale alert reminder. Press the K to change. So if you want to turn that reminder off, press the arrow and press confirm. The descale, confirm it again. The descale reminder is off now. Press OK. Now let's go back to descale mode. I do like that reminder. It does remind me when it is time to descale. So now, again, we're in the settings menu. Click next. It's right after Wi-Fi, descale mode. Press K to begin. It's lit. You want to enter it? Yes. If using a filter, says remove it. Okay, hit continue. What Keurig are you using? The Keurig descaling solution. So we're going to simulate the 14-ounce bottle. You can use the 2-ounce patch of Keurig solution, but we're not going to be using either one. I'm going to do a separate video for the Keurig descaling solution, but in this video I'm going to be using Vinegar. So click the 14-ounce bottle. Okay, so here I've got 2 cups, which is right at 14 ounces, a little bit more of vinegar. I'm using distilled white vinegar. You can use just regular white vinegar. Pour it in there. Now get another 14 ounces of just water. So that gives us a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, so I just got regular tap water. That's all the solution we're going to put in there, water and vinegar. Go ahead and put it on there. Make sure you got something that can hold at least 12 ounces of hot water. It's going to say empty the descaling solution into it, which we did with vinegar. Click continue. Then it says ensure there's no K-cup. So we don't want a K-cup in here for the process. Okay, hit continue. Now we're in descale mode. We know that because the 12 ounce is lit and the K is flashing. Go ahead and press the K button. That will start dispensing the vinegar and water through the machine. Now be careful, that water coming out is very hot. Now what's going to happen again, it's going to do 12 ounces, then we're going to put another container underneath there. It's going to do another 12 ounces after we press the K button again. Now hopefully it's going to sense that it has low water after that second one. There's a board inside, a computer board. It needs to see that low water level so that it can go to the next step, which is the fresh water rinses. If it doesn't sense that, it will never turn the descale light off and not come out of descale mode. So if you see that your brewer is getting really low and you think it's going to run completely dry, stop the process. You can ruin your Keurig by running it completely dry in descale mode. If it sucks in air, there is a heater in there and it could pop it. Okay, so there's our 12 ounces. We're going to put another container. Again, just hit the K button. We're still in descale mode. It's still running that through. This is where it's really important. So make sure you do actually measure those 14 ounces of vinegar and 14 ounces of water. Okay, you can see it's getting really close, but I still got a little bit of water left and I'm almost done with the brew. But if you were like right there and the brew had just started, you would want to stop the process and start all over again. Okay, so it got really low, but it didn't go dry. Now what's going to happen is the machine is going to sense the low water, but it's not going to say add water. It's going to say something different. So it's going to say continue. This is called the fresh water rinses. So what we want to do now, it says rinse the reservoir and fill it to the max line with fresh water. So take this over to your sink, get rid of that vinegar and water, rinse this out really good, fill it up to the max line with fresh water. Okay, so I've got the water reservoir filled up to the max line. Now I got a very important step here. Okay, so we need to let the coffee maker rest for 30 minutes. Now, This is from experience. Now, it doesn't talk about it in the manual. The quick start guide doesn't talk about descale, but if you go online and find the use and care guide, it's got a procedure for descaling. You know, it's got a really nice procedure written out, but it doesn't talk about resting. If you go to the descaling solution from Keurig, there's a little spot here where you open it up and it's got directions on the inside. And these directions are very basic. It just says this is for brewers with a water reservoir, but it really doesn't apply to this, but one part of it does, and that's the 30 minutes rest. So it talks about after you run the descaling solution through, let the brewer stand for 30 minutes while still on. After 30 minutes, then we can do the freshwater rinses. Okay, so we're done with the vinegar. Again, I'm to this spot. I haven't touched anything. All I've done is fill the water reservoir back up with water, let it sit for 30 minutes. I've tried this out. It can sit for an hour or 2 hours. It's not going to come out of descale mode. The coffee maker doesn't shut off. It sits here. It allows you to let it rest for 30 minutes. There's a heating element in there that's gotten pretty hot, and this next process is actually going to heat it up a lot more. We got to run that whole reservoir through it in order to come out of descale mode. So 30 minutes has come. I'm ready to do it. Now I'm going to hit the continue button. I'm back in descale mode. As far as the computer thinks on the inside, I'm in the freshwater rinse side. So now the 12 is lit, just press the K button. Now this is going to take 4 or 5 times of pressing that button. You're going to get down really low. It's going to sense the add water come on, and then that's what causes it to come out of descale mode. And then that's what turns your light off. It has to go all the way through descale mode, complete it, and then it turns the descale notification off. Okay, so there's the end of the first freshwater rinse. Again, this water is really hot still. Don't lift the handle, don't do anything. 12 is lit, press the K button. You're going to do this 4 or 5 times. Okay, so that's the end of the second one. Okay, so that's the end of the third one. Again, I've still got plenty of water in there. Press the K button. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to get one more out of it. Getting pretty low. Okay, descale complete. It sensed the low water. All I'm going to do is hit finish, but there's how much water I got left. So sometimes it does go down a little bit farther, but the machine came out of descale mode automatically. Just hit finish. Now the add water light is on. Once you put some water in, the descale notification should have gone out. So say something happened, you can do this all over again and just use water. Just measure out 14 ounces of water twice, put it in there, and go through the whole process again. So I hope this video helps. If you could, please like and subscribe.